Witcher's fast asleep. Series disappeared somewhere, of course.
The Witcher. I hold this series dear to my heart. I love everything about it, the monsters, the factions, the animals, and the characters. I've played The Witcher 3 so many times I've lost count by now. I've also gotten all the achievements. Granted, a lot of people have gotten all the achievements, but I worked pretty hard to get all the achievements, and I did it in extremely annoying ways. Don't even want to tell you how long it took me to get all the Gwent cards after I figured out that New Game Plus doesn't carry them over. The Witcher 2, Assassin of Kings as well, is probably one of my favorites in RPGs ever. Definitely my favorite out of the series. I know The Witcher 3 is great, but The Witcher 2 has a whole just different type of playing that is just really cool. I own all the books, a medallion from the School of the Wolf, 3 swords, 2 from the games, 1 that is a custom one from the School of the Griffin that's actually pretty sharp. My school is School of the Griffin. I do say that, but when I did the test it actually tied me with Griffin and Wolf, so I'm not sure how that works. But I thought it'd be cool to share my love for The Witcher with all of you by using my love for voice acting and my love for the series. I would like to start a playlist of videos where I talk about the monsters from this amazing world. However, I'll be doing it with a bit of a twist. I'm going to reread the first-hand accounts of the Witchers, Druids, and your common man, whilst also acting it out to the best of my ability. Again, I'm not a professional yet, but I will try. So let's begin with what I believe to be one of the most disturbing monsters in The Witcher, that when I saw it for the first time really made me feel like, whoa, that is one messed up creature. And that's the Botchling. Poronia is Botchling in Polish, or at least I believe so. The pronunciation might be butchered, but it is spelt Poroniec. Botchlings are small creatures resembling a highly deformed fetus, created from the improper burial of unwanted stillborn infants that prey on pregnant women. While hiding beneath beds, botchlings sap the expectant mother of strength, and once she is completely defenseless, it will latch on and directly feed off the blood, killing both her and the unborn child. As botchlings are born from improper burial rites, and were unwanted, one can transform them into a lubberkin by performing the elven naming ritual, Ayim Roin, and giving them a proper burial beneath the family's threshold. Now if you've played The Witcher, you'll know of the quest for the Bloody Baron, probably my most favourite questline of the main game. We get to see the entire process of the renaming ritual firsthand in this quest and how deformed the baby really is. Baron is riddled with guilt in this quest, and it's hard not to sympathise with him at least a little. I mean, he's digging up his dead child for crying out loud. But what's even worse is watching your dead child turn into a monster and get killed by a rather handsome Witcher, which is what happens if you don't do the renaming ritual. The Botchling will transform into something a lot more sinister. Now, Botchlings are cursed ones, a class of monster in The Witcher. Beings attributed to this class are usually created as a result of a curse, often from human or humanoid specimens. All cursed ones are vulnerable to cursed oil and must be fought with a silver sword for maximum effectiveness. Now, this information is from the Witcher Fandom Wiki, a fantastic place to brush up on anything Witcher related. Now let's get to the headstrong School of the Wolf Lambert's thoughts on Botchlings. This is an entry from his journal about this cursed being. Botchlings are perhaps the most repulsive creatures a Witcher will ever have the displeasure of meeting. Born of dead, unwanted babies discarded without proper burial, their appearance is that of a partially decayed fetus, their unformed flesh twisted with hate, fear, and malice. These hideous creatures feed on the blood of pregnant women, driven by a mad hunger that most often leads to their victim's death. A botchling will emerge from its lair at night to lurk by the bedside of an expectant mother, draining her strength and that of her unborn progeny as she sleeps. A woman thus beleaguered first suffers from troubling dreams, then fever, delirium, and a general weakening of the flesh. After a few such nights, she is enfeebled and unable to defend herself. It is then the botchling attacks directly, sinking its long, sharp fangs into her body and drinking her blood until mother and fetus perish together. A botchling stands around 1.5 feet in height, but when threatened and if gorged with blood, it can change form. At such times it grows into a deformed man, hunched over and striding ape-like on its forearms. Stronger and fiercer after this alternation, it hurls itself into direct physical combat, gnashing at its opponent or attacking him with sharp claws. A botchling's curse can be lifted by transforming it into a lubberkin, a guardian spirit of the hearth that watches over the family it never knew, in the house it could never call home. Now, this is a project I am very much looking forward to continuing. It's going to be a playlist of all the monsters from The Witcher, or at least from the games of The Witcher at least. I would like to remind everyone I'm not trying to do impressions of these characters. I want to be a voice actor, not an impressionist. So, when I do these videos and I read from these characters and I change my voice a bit, I'm just trying my best with what I have learned so far in my time of trying to be a voice actor to give you something nice and interesting to listen to. I hope you enjoyed this video because I sure as heck did enjoy recording it, because I love The Witcher, the books, the games, like everything. And I'm really looking forward to being able to put my passion that is voice acting and a series of games and books that I love and just share it with other people. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, goodbye.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.